Hello, company men. Welcome to the Game Week 10 recap. In first place is Dan. Lots my mama beat Blippity Blop. He also has a high score of 90. Pretty impressive. Good for you, Dan. Second place, Moo Earns beat Slacker. Third place, Crimson Man Group beat Needs a Job. I think Needs a Job also had the lowest score of the week, like 30 maybe. Fourth place, Tea and Biscuits beat The Average. And fifth place, Hungry for Mares beat me. Not a good week for me. Joe, also now reverting back to his previous name of seasons past, The Art of Flopping, got a win. Second win for you, Joe. Congratulations. Maybe the name change had something to do with it. We certainly know that that has happened to teams in the past. So previously Raheem Sterling Cooper, now I'm back to Art of Flopping, maybe True Nature. Next week we have Zlat's My Mama taking on Slacker, Moo Earns taking on The Average, Crimson Man Group playing fourth place Tea and Biscuits, so that's a 3v4 matchup, and Hungry for Mares plays Blippity Blop. Here's your pre-league rundown trivia question. Is it possible to, or which team, I should say, which team won without having an actual shot on goal? Your answer to be revealed soon. First place, Man City, 4-0 over West Bromwich Albion, an absolute thrashing. Aguero is back in the goals with a brace, and they looked completely dominant. Pep Guardiola may seem to have figured some things out, especially since 2 days ago in the midweek Champions League game, they beat Barca. So turning things around, we shall see. They're at top of the league. Second place, Arsenal 4, Sunderland 1. Another dominant win. Arsenal looking quite good. We all knew Sanchez was going to get a couple goals in this one, and he did. But the news here was that Giroud is back in the mix. He also had a brace, and he's sporting a pretty rockin' beard now. It's pretty serious beard action. We will see if that gets any kind of special meaty French beard. It doesn't work. We'll see what Arlo White has to say. And although actually in the midweek, so they won on the weekend, and in the midweek Champions League game, they were down in the first 20 minutes 2-0 to Ludogorets Rosgard. If you don't know that team, that should tell you that there's something wrong with Arsenal. They ended up coming back and winning 3-2, and Ozil's the third goal was scored by Ozil, an absolute masterclass in domination. Makes you realize how special that guy really is. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. Third place, Liverpool 4 over Crystal Palace. 4-2 over Crystal Palace, excuse me. So all three of these teams, Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, they're all 1-2-3, but they're all tied on points. They're just separated by goal differential. Liverpool is looking incredible. They are running riot over teams that are scoring tons of goals. They don't even really have a true striker. I'm not sure what's up with Sturridge, but the 4 goals they scored were scored between 4 different people. They are just punishing teams from every angle, a real team effort on the offensive side. Who cares if they can't really defend? If Alberto Moreno is like a liability, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you can just outscore your opponents, isn't that the name of the game? Answer, yes it is. So good for them. Fourth place, Chelsea over Southampton 2-0. We are looking good again, y'all. Yes, yes. So resounding win over Man U a week before. Also another not quite as resounding, but still a dominant win over Southampton, which is not a terrible team either. Hazard got a goal. Costa got a goal. Costa got a goal from outside the area. When does that happen? Incredible. There are a lot of good things going on with Chelsea that I'm very excited about. Cahill, number 1, not looking like crap. Cahill is not the best defender, but somehow in this back 3 situation that Conte has worked with, or is brought in, Cahill is looking great. I don't know how, but he does. Victor Moses is looking like a wonderful player. I'm so happy to see him doing well. And the whole team just looks way more dynamic. David Luiz is playing well. Looking forward to him getting some free kick goals as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. And this time last year, 10 weeks into the season, Chelsea was in 15th. Now we're in 4th. Things are looking good. Fifth place, Tottenham tied with Leicester 1-1. They really just aren't the same without Harry Kane. It's just a fact. They just kind of seem a little stale. We'll see what happens when he gets back. Hopefully they'll kind of find some form. And also, Spurs lost to Leverkusen in the midweek Champions League game. Not that great. Leicester fared a little better. They drew 0-0 with FC Copenhagen. So we shall see if those two teams can kind of get their wins going in the Champions League. 6th place, Everton, 2-0 over West Ham. Everton also looking good. Lukaku, I've said it before, I don't know if I've said it on a video, but I said it before that Lukaku, when he is in form, he looks unstoppable. He is big, he's strong, he's dominant, he just exerts his will over players. He can score in a number of different ways, in the air, on the ground, whatever. He's impressive when he's doing well. And when he's not, he's not. But he's looking good. Ross Barkley is also looking good, so that's excellent too. They just need to get a little more consistency. But nothing like a win over 17th place West Ham to help you feel good. Come on, West Ham. I'd like to see you do well. And your answer to the trivia question, can you win a game, or which team won a game without having an actual shot on goal? Your answer, Watford. They won 1-0 over Hull. Didn't have a single shot on goal for the entire game, but managed because Hull got an own goal. There you go. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck. Other notable games, 8th place. That's right, it took me this long to get to Man United. They drew 0-0 with 14th place Burnley. Mourinho is not looking quite as godlike or as special as he used to. We will see if he can turn it around. They should have put this game away, and they didn't. So, I don't know. They just don't seem like they've kind of got it figured out yet. All these big players in money and in actual physical stature just have not seemed to put it together yet. We will see if they can turn it around. If they don't, I won't really care. And lastly, we need to mention Swansea, because Bob Bradley is now coach there. Lost 3-1 to Stoke. I mean, it's not like that was a gimme game or anything, but come on, Bob Bradley, come on! I want to see you do well. You upped your fashion game in this week. You didn't look like a complete bozo on the sidelines, dressing better. Let's get the team confidence, get some wins. How long does it feel like those days of Michu and Swansea cracking the top 8? I mean, it feels like forever ago. You still got Sigurdsson, you still got some players. Pull it together. Come on, Bob. Do it for America and for Wales. See you next week.